and welcome to the Irish in the UK. This week we're coming to you from Crawley to celebrate 24 years of the Crawley Irish Festival. It's a great testament to Noreen and John Nolan for the great work they've done down the 24 years to keep the festival going. It's always a great occasion here with loads of music, dancing, something for everybody. So we're going to enjoy it. Let me show you a little flavour of what happened on the day.
So happy mothers sing to me, well, it's many nights of trouble, 100 miles or more.
Hope you like the way I walk, the way I smile, the way I talk. Hope you're into how I dress, how I think, and all the rest. I'm gonna get you, you're gonna love me.
Ambassador, great to see you here today, of course, supporting the Crawley Irish Festival.
Thank you, Martin. No, it's great to be here. This is the first time myself, my wife Aisling, had an opportunity to come to the Crawley Festival since coming to London. But it's a wonderful day out. The sun is shining. We have Mediterranean-like weather conditions, and people are having a great time.
Yeah, and it's a great venue, of course, here for the festival that's been going 24 years.
That's right. No, I mean, great credit is due to John and all his volunteers and people who participate, the performers, the sponsors, for putting on such a wonderful occasion, and are producing such a really great program of music and dance and storytelling and GAA exhibitions. So it's a wonderful family day out.
It is indeed, and it's a great day for the culture as well, for our Irish heritage and culture here. We've seen so much of it going on today, and there's so much for the children as well going on.
That's right. No, and I mean, look, we take great credit back in Ireland, as you know, in terms of the richness of our culture, and the kind of music and literature and theatre, and it's a great asset for us here in the United Kingdom generally. That kind of cultural reputation that we enjoy, and here in Crawley, you're seeing it at its best.
Well, Ambassador, you're a very lucky man because you brought the sunshine here to Crawley this year and everybody's having a wonderful time.
No, that's right. I gather last year was a very different experience and the weather forced people to kind of go indoors. But what a contrast this year. I think it's something like 32 degrees and we're enjoying not just the warmth of the weather but the warmth of the Irish welcome.
Don, are you looking forward to going on stage here at the Crawley Irish Festival?
Hey Martin, great to meet you. Yeah, of course. I mean, it's a wonderful festival celebrating all that is Irish in Crawley and run by the amazing John Nolan and all of those great guys. So yeah, it's going to be a great day. The sun is out. Ceola gets crack.
Of course, you've had a wonderful career. You've written so many successful songs. Where do you get all the ideas from?
Thanks so much. I'm useless at everything else. So yeah, I've been spending my life doing that. And I love songwriting as a process. I love it. It keeps me in the moment. And life is inspiration, So I come from a big family. I have 8 sisters and 2 brothers. There's 11 of us. And so there's a lot of stories from when I was growing up.
And of course you like promoting people and promoting music as well, because we saw you on RT a few years ago promoting all the youngsters that was coming through on music.
Oh yes, yeah, I did the Voice TV show with Sharon Core, my friend Sharon, and and I did recently Nationwide with Mary Kennedy. That was nice because I went back to my old parish and sang with the church choir and my old music teacher, which was lovely. And then every year I do this sort of a show in Limerick, and I invite artists that I have written for over the years to come and play with me in my own hometown. And I have an incredible band of wonderful musicians. I think there's 9 of us, which is a sound engineer's nightmare. But you know, they're all great people.
And of course, Don, you've had wonderful success with your new album. Of course, reached #1 in Ireland last year.
Yeah, you know, Martin, that was such a lovely surprise. What I did with the new album was I invited a lot of the people that I had written for over the years to sing with me on the album. So we've got Nathan Carter and Lisa McHugh and Sharon Core and Paul Brady, all my buddies, Francis Black, and the album went to #1. So yeah, people seem to like it. It's called Lighthouse Keeper. I wrote the title track about my daughter. You know, she's just started uni, so it's time that I had to let her go now. I've been very blessed, very grateful.
You're halfway home and we'll be there by the morning. With the Mississippi darkness rolling on down to the sand.
Patrick, what a great day here at the Crawley Festival. And of course, you're in charge of the trad stage.
That's right, Martin. It is always a joy to be in charge of this traditional stage at the Crawley Irish Festival. 24th year, and the music gets better and better. I always think we can't beat last year, and you know what? They do. The mixture of acts on tour from Ireland, from different parts of the United Kingdom, local, we have it all here. It's a wonderful day.
Now tell me how you first got involved with John and Noreen Nolan and the Crawley Irish Festival.
That goes back a way. I do a little partnership with Jerry Malumbi on the Triskelion, and we just somehow floated into this festival. Jerry does the emceeing on the main stage and I do the traditional stage many, many years ago, and we've done it when it was in a field in the High Street in Crawley, and so we've just been part of it for that long. We feel like a bit of the furniture, and thankfully John asks us back each year to MC, and it's always a joy, absolute joy.
It is, and look at in here, even though it's a beautiful day outside, the place is crowded for the traditional music.
You can't beat a bit of trad, never mind what anybody else tells you, and people love to hear those tunes. Whatever generation, they want the memories of the tunes and the songs, and hopefully we give them all the full package in here.
Now, you're a great team here, of course. There's only a few of you, but you work very closely together and bringing this festival together every year. It's a fantastic occasion.
It is. John and Noreen are the backbone to this. We're there to back them up, and I think we work so well together. We're almost reading each other's minds at a time, and John is so wonderful that he's not frightened to take a risk or to change things, and that's why he's been doing it 25 years.
Oh, my true love, are you well? White as snow, rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. Oh, Julie Mary's just she'll dive, she don't get no better with the rope.
Angela, you're certainly dressed for the occasion. What are you doing here today?
Well, Martin, I come down here most years. I go to all the festivals if I can. I do the parade in London every St. Patrick's time. And I knit all the Irish scarves. And I've knitted for the royal family. And I went on the parade this year with the Mayor of London. And Theresa May sent me a lovely letter. All of them. So I just love the Irish music and the Irish people.
Wow, you're a very talented lady.
And I play the spoons in a pub in where I come from in Eltham, in South East London. I come from Ballandine in County Mayo, near Claremorris. I was born in Castlebar. I was a twin. My mum gave birth to 21 of us. 12 of us survived. So I lost my twin sister 4 years ago with lung cancer. But I do a lot of charity work too. I work for Save the Children. I do a lot for the Macmillan and for Mind. Do a lot of charity work.
Lord Mayor, it's great to see you here. Now, we saw you there on stage earlier on. You spoke very passionately about the communications between the Irish and the Indian community here in Crawley.
It's a mutual love between the two communities. Always has been, always shall be. I mean, two of my best mates in the council are Councillor Mullins and Councillor Brian Quinn, and we had Councillor Joyce, who just retired last year. And I think we were known passionately as the Three Stooges wherever we went, and we had great fun. And it has never stopped. I think there's a certain element of the Irish in the Indians and certain element of Indian in the Irish. We like our women nice, we like to have large families, we like to be family orientated, we like to talk and we like to drink.
And of course you've been supporting the festival for all 24 years.
That's right, I've been in here, and John and me became very good friends from that time onwards. He was new coming in, and we were running the Indian Mela at that time. And he said, and I was in the council. I said, Raj, you're doing this very well. How can we get started? So here it is, 24 years later, we're still around.
You're a very popular man in Crawley because this is your second time as Lord Mayor.
That's right. I was the mayor back in 2016, 2017, and back again with, I hope, popular demand 2 or 3 years later.
Lovely to see you here, Lord Mayor.
Thank you very much, and please give my message to all of the Irish. We love you, and like I said, we the Indians love you so much. We have adopted your flag to ourselves the other way around, and it's there in those 3 colors, saffron, white and green. Salute to you guys and to India.
For I spent all me tin on the lassie's drinking tune, or across the western ocean I must wander.
Well, the captain had no wife, afraid he had gone out fishing, so we kicked up high line down below stairs in the kitchen. Way to ralloo.
Everyone's having a great time here at the Crawley Irish Festival, enjoying the sunshine and the dancing. But it's time for us to take a little break. See you in 2 minutes. Welcome back to the show. Now I've been joined by Brian Quinn, former Mayor of Crawley. In fact, former Mayor of Crawley twice. Brian, great to see you.
Good afternoon and lovely, and thank you for coming down to the Crawley Festival.
It's great to see you, Brian. What a day it's been.
Fantastic day, and this is the 24th anniversary of the Irish Festival in Crawley. We've had a couple of wet years, but it's lovely to have a sunny day like this.
It is indeed, and it's great to see you here as well. Of course, you're very well known here in Crawley. You've represented Crawley very much down the years.
Well, I've been on the council 21 years and also a county council for West Sussex, and it's been fantastic, Mayor twice, and come from Tullamore, County Offaly, 50 years ago. I'm very proud indeed.
Her eyes, they shone like diamonds. I thought of the queen of the land, and her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Well, I went out strolling one evening, not meaning to go very far, when I met with a fickle-some damsel. She was plying her trade in a bar. Well, what she took from a customer.
I've always had an interest in the Irish language, but in the last few years we restarted the London branch of Conradh na Gaeilge, so that was a way to get much more involved and become much more active in putting on classes and activities.
Now, we saw you in there teaching the people that was here today, and they all took part in it, didn't they? I think they enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think there's great fun to be had with the language. People often have different associations that aren't very fun, but I think that like with anything, there's ways of doing it in ways that are appealing, and there's ways of doing it that aren't. But with the kids, certainly it's what comes very naturally is just to do it very fun and positive, and through songs and play, and that's the best way to learn anything, especially in a language.
So what age groups do you teach, James?
Well, we have kids coming to the group Esprit, the play group, that are, some of them aren't even born yet. There's bumps coming right up to school age. But after school age, then we have a more focused class that happens at the same time as the play group, and those kids are generally between 5 and 11.
How did you keep your language?
Well, it's not so much that I kept it. I didn't have it really until I was in my 20s. So I only learned Irish really socially through friends. I didn't pick it up too well in school at all. So I think that informs the way I kind of share the language. It's all about what happens outside the school doors, rather than within them. We have a website, Conradh na Gaeilge in London, which is cnag.london, and all the information about our classes is up there. But for a lot of our activities happen in the London Irish Centre in Camden, so their website has information about our classes, our choir that's just starting up next month, and the various activities that we're running.
And you've got your two young boys here today at the Crawley Irish Festival, and they're learning the language as well.
Yeah, myself and Oisin here, my friend, both speak Irish to our kids, so they have a kind of natural ability to kind of understand it and use it, and they enjoy it, you know. But it's very hard realistically to for them not to prefer to speak English. That's the language of the wider community, you know, so English will always be their better language, but if they ever wanted to learn a third or a fourth language, they'll have that advantage from having the exposure to Irish too. So it's not just about Irish, you know, it's about broadening their minds and broadening their horizons for the rest of their life too.
Well done, James. Jerry, what a day it's been here today.
This is the warmest it must have been ever for a Crawley Irish Festival. We've had events where it rained a bit and we had rain maybe coming in on PA systems. Last year, as you know, was a total washout. But it's been great actually. The heat and the sun has added to the festivity. We had the ambassador down, as you know. It's been a great day.
And of course you were wearing a couple of hats today because you were very busy doing the MC work. You were also taking photographs for the Irish Post.
Yeah, I am. I sent in things to the Irish Post, and they heard I was coming to Crawley, so they've asked me for some pictures. So maybe when your programme goes out, it'll either have been in the Irish Post or it's about to be in the Irish Post. But we'll do a nice picture display of the whole festival, yeah.
Yeah, well, fair play. Now, Jerry, tell me a little bit about Treskillen Theatre Company, 25 years. Tell me about it.
Yeah, well, Treskillen is the old Celtic spiral art, you know, and that's why I chose it, and it's explained in the book. But more to the point, Martin, it's 25 years of producing plays and concerts in Britain. Started off in London, doing all the John B. Keane, Brian Friel plays, doing concerts with Patrick and the Salvatorian, Neil Tobin, Finbar Fury, Johnny McAvoy. We were kind of low-key, we were never big time, but we had great memories and great experiences, and we worked with some great artists, and I just realised it's 25 years since we started doing it. So I put together a little booklet of old photographs and letters I got from people. I have a letter from Brian Friel there, and one of the Irish Minister for Arts, and I compiled it. It's on my website, and it was a joy to do, to kind of look back over 25 years and put it into print and have it forever. And as you know from working with John and all the people at Crawley, and it's been fun. It's something about being Irish in Britain. It kind of enhances who you are. And I've enjoyed the journey, made some great friends, and it has made me more Irish, I think, than if I'd lived in Ireland, you know.
Tell us where people can get hold of the magazine or the book.
To be honest with you, I know I sent you a copy in the post, and if people want a copy in the post, I send it to them, because I'm very proud of it. But it's on my website, IrelandAndItsDiaspora.com, or just Google Jerry Mullumbey, and it's on our publications page. They can download it themselves.
A little boy is what my daddy wanted. A little girl just didn't fit his plans. To help him on the road when he was on it, 'cause daddy was a truck driving man. So I was raised on truck driving stories. My daddy taught me everything he knew.
John, celebrating 24 years at the Crawley Festival. What a wonderful event today.
Oh, fantastic celebration, Martin. I can't say enough about how the day turned out. Last year, you know what I was like, running great up to the weekend, turned out cats and dogs on Sunday morning, but here it's, whatever happened, somebody had a word with the man above and he certainly responded. Great day.
Well, he did, and the crowd responded as well. A lot of people here today. They were here in the thousands.
Definitely. You know, I don't know how the head count went, but it was packed all over. I took the ambassador around and the mayor around earlier on, and we had a job to get from A to B without sort of tripping over and going around a lot of people. Grand, fantastic, and a very appreciative audience as well.
And what a coup to get the ambassador here, and he really enjoyed it.
He really enjoyed it. He was away in the early part of August. He saw the emails flying around and he just said, I have to be down in Crawley, and we're absolutely chuffed to have him down here. And talking to a lot of people afterwards, they were absolutely delighted and proud that he came to Crawley. I spoke to people that were of the elderly sector, and they just couldn't believe it that an ambassador would travel down to Crawley. It made their day, as well as the crowd made mine. Fantastic.
Now, Noreen, of course, you put on so much for the children and the families as well.
Yeah, we have to look after the children, and the children, it's all free entertainment for the day, and the parents can relax and the children can relax. We have storytelling, we have face painting, have making things, colouring, and they have a great time. And we appreciate everybody that's come, and we appreciate all the bands and all the effort that they've put in as well. So without them, we can't hold the festival.
Noreen's just mentioned it there, all your sponsors and people that support you.
Without saying the likes, the main stage, Foundation Development Limited, the trad stage, Kindford, the stage, the Children's Entertainment area, J Divine, and the Killory Group for sponsoring the main infrastructure. You know, the adverts in the catalogue, you know, all adds up to what would cost us 24,500, and we gave everything free to the people today. Now that goes without saying that the Irish Embassy, the Irish government, you know, through the Irish Embassy, have supported us right through the early days of the festival, right through up to today, as well as Crawley Borough Council. You know, the backup that we have with the Hut is unmeasurable. You know, we wouldn't be able to do it without these, and I think we should be glad that they appreciate what we're doing. It's Crawley Irish Festival, but it's an Irish festival for Crawley that invites a multicultural audience, and that's what makes us proud of it, and that's what makes Crawley a success story.
And of course next year you've got the big one, 25 years.
Oh goodness me, here it comes.
Yeah, we get cake, don't we?
Did we get cake?
Yeah, of course we do, yeah.
Listen, the real work starts next week, doesn't it, for the 25-year one?
Maybe the week after. Yeah. We have to do our accounts next week and then the week after, but looking forward to seeing what you have done to produce this show, Martin. I can't say how proud we are, and the invaluable stuff that you put on together right the way through. Your programmes are spoken of all the time. When they hear Martin Nolan is down here, they want to see himself and Annette behind the camera. Great. We wouldn't be able to do it all without the support we have across Crawley and up as far as Manchester.
Well, listen, lovely. Thank you both for such a wonderful day. We've all enjoyed it. Thank you both so much.
And thank you for joining us.
Lift the care of your face, brooding over the old disgrace that Black Fitzwilliam stormed your place and drove you to the fair. Place of victory was sure, soon the firebrand he'd secure until he met at Glenmalure with Dirk McHugh O'Byrne. Curse and swear, Lord Kildare, fate will do what fate will dare. Now Fitzwilliam, have a care, fallen is your star low. Up with halberd, out with sword, and we'll go for by the Lord. Dirk McHugh has given his word, follow me up to Carlow. See the swords of Glenamal flashing o'er the English pale. See all the children of the Gael beneath O'Byrne's banner.
We've had a wonderful time here in Crawley with the Irish community. It's been a fantastic day of great music, dancing, singing, everything you could mention. But that brings us to the end of the show for this week. Henry McGlade is back next Thursday evening at 7 o'clock, and we're here with the Irish in the UK at 7:30. From us all in Crawley, see you next time.